Alright guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be going over the top 3 double action, single action handguns, or at least the ones that I think are the top 3. And in no particular order, we're just going to go over each one of these and I'll give you guys sort of some key features of each one and let you guys know why I like these particular pistols. But I guess we'll get things started off with the good old Beretta M9. And I guess we'll start off with this one since I have had this one the longest. I probably got the most rounds through it and all that. But the Beretta M9 or the Beretta 92 is one of those guns that probably everybody out there who's a gun guy is probably familiar with this gun. It's been, up until this year, it was our U.S. military's official sidearm since like 1985. So very widely used, very proven handgun design that, like I said, most people are going to be familiar with, whether they own one or not. But right off the bat, the Beretta M9 is a very smooth shooting, very accurate handgun. It is a full-size, duty-size handgun, 4.9-inch barrel, full grip, all that. So it is a very large but very ergonomic and comfortable gun to shoot. But like I mentioned, this is safe and empty. All these guns are safe and empty right off the bat. But this probably has the smoothest action that I've ever felt on any other handgun. So it has a very smooth action, very nice trigger, and this one has been done up with some Wilson Combat parts. But out of the box, it has a nice trigger, very smooth action, very ergonomic gun. And overall, all of these features combined just make it a very fun gun to shoot, very accurate gun to shoot. And so yeah, that's some of the key features why I like the Beretta M9. Now this particular gun, as you can probably tell, is done up with a lot of Wilson Combat parts. A few months back I decided to kind of spruce this one up a little bit and ordered a bunch of stuff from Wilson Combat. And if you haven't seen those videos, I'll leave cards if you want to go check those videos out and see what all I did to it. But overall, the Beretta 92 is a very smooth shooting, very accurate, very ergonomic handgun. So that's number 1 on the list. Number 2 on the list is the SIG P229 Legion. And, the Legion I've had for a good little while now, but I've had other SIGs and I've had other 229s. I had the M11A1 and I had the 229 Extreme. So I guess this can kind of apply to all of the 229s. But this one particular here is the Legion model. And I guess some things that I like about this one. Right off the bat, I like it because it is a compact size. Now the 226, excellent handgun, but it is a full size, so you're kind of limited on what you can do with it. The compact size, like this one here, the 229, is kind of your Glock 19 sized compact size gun, which is kind of my preferred size for a handgun. It's small enough that you can carry it if you wanted to. It is still sort of big for a carry gun, but you can carry it. But it's also big enough to have fun at the range with or use as a duty gun, a bedside gun, whatever you need to. It's kind of that perfect size, at least in my opinion. So I do like the size. The 229s or any of the SIGs, like the 226s for that matter, very ergonomic guns. They just feel really, really good in your hands. And now this particular model, being the Legion, it does have the nice, I think they're made by Hogue G10 grips on it with a very good texturing on it so it stays planted in your hands. It does have nice front strap checkering, again, to aid to keep the gun planted in your hands. So it is a very overall very ergonomic gun. But not only is it very ergonomic, but it is a very smooth shooting gun, very accurate gun. And just like the Beretta, it does have a very smooth action, although it's not anywhere near as smooth as the Beretta. It's hard to beat the Beretta for the smooth action, but it does have a pretty decently smooth action. The controls on this are right where they need to be. The decocker right here in front. You got your slide stop, slide release here in the back. So I do like where the controls are at. Now on this particular model, on the Legion model, they have been kind of slimmed down a little bit, because I guess one complaint that you always hear about SIG pistols is shooters tend to get their thumb or their fingers on these buttons and keep the gun from locking back. I got small, short fingers, small hands, so I never really had that issue, but these kind of low profile levers on the Legion kind of help mitigate those problems that a lot of shooters were having. The sights on the Legion are the X-Ray 3 sights. So you have a nice blacked out serrated rear with tritium dots, and then you have a nice visible green kind of high-vis sight on the front with a tritium insert in the center of that. So it does have a very nice set of sights on the on the Legion model. Now the standard SIGs, the SIG-Lite night sights, are excellent 3-dot sights, and they're sort of the same as the ones that are on this particular one here. They just don't have the high-vis front. So either way, if you get the night sights on a SIG pistol, they're all really nice. The coating on the Legion is a nice gray color, and I really do like the color. Dark gray colors I just really do like. Now the PVD coatings, I've seen mixed results or mixed reviews on it. A lot of people say that theirs just isn't holding up. It's not as durable as the others. Now mine has been doing pretty well. Now I'm not real abusive with my guns or anything like that, but the finish on this one has been holding up great. Let's see, it does have an accessory rail and front cocking serrations for some things up here up front, which are nice features that I like to have on my pistols. But I guess the main thing that I really like about the SIG pistols is going to be the trigger. Any of them really have an excellent trigger, but the Legion series pistols comes with a Gray Guns trigger, which has adjustments for pre-travel or over-travel on the standard one. Now you can probably tell that I do have a flat face trigger in mine. It is a Gray Guns again, but it is double adjustable, and I do like the flat face triggers on my gun, so that's why I swapped it out to this. But it does have a nice, smooth, very light, I guess, for a double action handgun. It does have a nice light pull. It'll right around 9 pounds, maybe a little less. The single action is really nice as well. I think it's like under 4.5 pounds on the single action. But what really is nice with this is the reset. Super short, very crisp reset. The SIG short reset trigger is probably the best that I've ever felt on a double action, single action gun. It's just very hard to beat, and I haven't found one that really even comes close to it yet. But I guess, yeah, that's some key features on why the SIG P229 and this particular one is the Legion made my top 3. Now the last one is a new purchase. I haven't had it all that long, but it really has won me over in this short amount of time that I've had it, and that is the CZ75 P01. Now, like I said, I just picked up this gun. It is my first all-metal CZ, but unless I have any type of catastrophic failures with this thing, it's really moving its way to the #1 spot on my list on favorite guns to shoot and everything like that. But this one again is that compact Glock 19 sized of handgun, and that's really what I like I mentioned before. So I do like the size, nice and compact. This particular one here is a little thinner even than the P229, so I do like the thinness of this one, especially, like I said, for my small hands. Now I did change out the factory rubber grips that have that palm swell on it for these Tactical Diamond VZ grips in the black and gray, and it did thin it up a little bit more, so just really enhanced the overall ergonomics of the gun. And you know, if I was going to say one thing about the CZ75, and this one in particular, it is probably the most ergonomic handgun I've ever put in my hand. It really does feel like an extension of your hand when you grip it and when you're shooting it. It really is that good. Very ergonomic. I guess one key feature that I really do like about the CZs, if you can notice that there, is the slide does ride inside of the frame instead of outside like a lot of your standard pistols. And that's going to help keep the bore axis very low, if you can see that. For a double action, single action gun, very low bore axis. And so that's going to help keep the gun flat. It's going to help it shoot smoother, and it's going to help you be more accurate with it, since you can control it a little bit better and all that. So I do like the internal slide rails on the CZ pistols. Now it does make for a little less area to grip onto when you're running the gun, but it does have nice serrations both front and back that are very grippy. So I haven't had any issues running the slide as of yet, but I guess that is one downfall, not as much to grab onto for running and manipulating the slide, but it has its pros and cons. The sights on this thing, I guess, are going to be one downfall right off the bat of the CZ, at least this P01. The rear sight has very small dots. The notch is very small, so it does make picking up the front sight a little bit difficult, but they're very usable, just not optimal, and I will be changing these out hopefully sometime soon. It does have a nice decocker here on it. This is a decocker only model. And one thing I like about the CZ is the location of the decocker. It's very easy to get to, just right here in the back, especially again with my small hands, it's easy to get to, easy to reach. I don't have to break my grip to decock the gun. So I do like where they have that. Now the trigger on this thing is very good. It does have about a 9-pound double action pull, which is very smooth. You know, no grittiness, no stacking really. So nice and smooth. The single action, nice and short, very light, and very crisp again. So very good overall trigger. Now the reset on it is a little bit longer than I like, but not bad. That's just a minor critique. Right there, you have a little bit of travel after the break, and then you got, you break again. So overall, a very, very good trigger, and I guess I'm spoiled by the Legion's reset, so I kind of judge all of the resets based off of that Legion, and I shouldn't, because the CZ definitely has a nice, a very nice trigger. I guess one downfall is the magazines are only 14 round capacity, which is kind of lacking compared to its other competitors, like the 229, the Glock 19s, and stuff like that. They're normally 15 rounds. The CZ is only 14, which is a minor, I guess another minor critique, but it is one thing to note. But yeah, I guess that's all that I really wanted to note about the CZ75. So yeah, guys, that is my top three double action, single action handguns. I've tried a lot of other ones, and had a lot of experience with other ones, and not only is it because I have these three, but it is the reason that I still have these three. But out of all the ones that I tried, I would definitely say these are my top picks. And no, by no means is this a set top three. I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there watching this right now that might have a different top three, and definitely let us know down in the comment section below if you agree with mine or if you have your own. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about your top three as well. But anyhow, guys, that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this is a good conversation starter. And like I said, I look forward to seeing what you guys' top threes are down in the comment section below. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that about this video or anything else you see here on the channel, leave that down in the comment section below, and I'll try to get back with you as soon as possible. And before you take off, make sure you do check the description box. I always got a ton of stuff listed down there. I've got links to channel sponsors, social media, my new website, all different types of stuff listed down there. So always check that out before you take off. And also, I will be writing up a blog article about these three pistols, the top three double action, single action guns over on my website. So definitely go over there, check that out. I'll have lots more specs and details and high definition photos and all that different types of stuff in the blog article. So go check that out. Let me know what you guys think. Link will be down below to the website. But anyhow, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.